Good day, guys. Okay, Susan from Kenya, welcome. All right. Is it Blinks? Welcome, Blinks. Welcome, Prince Will. Okay, I'm coming. Can you guys hear me clearly? Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, put it in the chat box. Welcome to, I'll call it Friday Masterclass. Today, I want to just talk to you guys about both psychology, whatever challenges you're having. Today, I'm not here to come and start teaching you buy here, sell here. Although we might do it, but I just want to. Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, perfect. So, welcome, guys, to another. So yeah, okay. We have NFP today. I might not trade today because this week I've made a lot of profit. So trading today would be a little bit risky for me. You can't hear me?
We are 5 days.
Yeah. Blinks, you said you can't hear me. You're the only person saying you can't hear me. Hopefully, well, I'm recording this live session though, so we can go through it later on. So, okay, guys. Firstly, we're having NFP today, and what do we expect? I just shared. Okay, perfect. I just shared an analysis on my bias about this was the GU, I mean EU we held since yesterday. I guess I should still have one position running. So I'm not going to really trade today. So yeah, okay, I still have one position running. Here. So I still held this trade since yesterday. So guys, okay, what are your challenges in the markets generally? Let's start with an interactive session, if you guys don't mind. Feel free to ask questions. If you think your questions are dumb, no problem. Ask. No while just ask your questions. If you think your questions are dumb, if you think whatever challenges you're going through, if you want me to analyze any charts right now, feel free. Shoot. I just want to have an interaction with you guys first. Fridays, I mostly like setting Fridays for Q&As, what challenges you're going through in the market. If it's psychological, let's tackle it together. I mean, this is a community I'm trying to grow and build, not just a random community. I want everybody in my community or in this community to be profitable. And so I just want you guys to feel free, share your challenges. And if you want me to analyze any chart, feel free. Shoot your shots. I'll leave a few seconds or minutes for questions, and before we jump into probably little analysis. So any question, any challenges, if you have any. Okay. While I was still waiting for questions and answers. So gold. Okay, I just saw. Okay. Okay, gold. Should go through gold analysis. Okay. My bias on gold. My bias on gold. Let me mute this. Okay. So my bias on gold. This has been my bias on gold. On our previous live session, the one we had last week on Monday, yeah, gold has actually been respecting what, or the analysis I put out there. Gold has actually been respecting it. But for me right now, with all these movements, I've been bearish on gold. I've actually been bearish on gold. But with the way price is just stalling, it's refusing to break this region, most likely gold might go up. We might see a spike to the upside. We might see a spike to the upside before it starts selling. We might actually see a spike to the upside before it continues selling. Now, that's where the market might want to manipulate us, if I would use that word, because now everybody has been bearish on gold from what I've been hearing lately. After we said that the market was going to be bearish, we held our bias on gold as a sell. Other people, I started seeing lots of people saying we're going to sell, we're going to sell, we are going to sell. That was from, I guess, this morning. I started seeing sell, 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 sell. But now, seeing the way price is rejecting this area, to break this area like this, most likely price might sweep out liquidity of sellers first. So we might be seeing things like this for gold. I am not trading today. I'm not trading this NFP, maybe. But if I see a good entry, I might jump on it and I would probably share it. So we might see something like this, a spike to the upside, then sell. Now, mind you, whenever you still can't hear me, I don't know why a few of you can't hear me, but hopefully you can hear me now. So we might see a spike to the upside. We might see a spike to the upside before selling. Okay, a few people said they can hear me actually. Okay, so we might see a spike to the upside before we start selling. Reason because there's liquidity at this place. And for many of you that have been with me or have actually heard me teach, you always hear me talk about liquidity. Now, liquidity is what drives the market. It's liquidity that pushes the market. That liquidity is, most people call it volume. So you see, when people say there's volume in the market, it's basically liquidity. Where there's money in the market, you expect moves. You see price will move very well, right? So now, and also one thing I want you guys to note is, okay, I already muted some people to avoid the disruption of, okay, fine. I guess we're good now, we're better, yeah? So one thing I want you guys to bear in mind is whenever the market, or during news, mostly NFP or any high impact news, you see a spike to the upside, the first spike is always manipulation. I want you guys, this is something I've noticed countless number of times, that I now just jump into I just made my final conclusion saying the first spike in the market, wherever there's news, is always manipulation. So you trying to hold the first spike is just holding a sharp knife. So on gold, XAUSD, this market is not really giving me any major thing, no major move. But in my opinion, I expect to see the market do something like this before it sell. Now, to sweep out the liquidity at this side, on this region, rather. But overall, my bias on gold, I've been bearish on gold. Starting from this point, when we started buying, starting from this point, you can see what I said. I said market gave us a sign of reversal. From this point, I was bullish the whole of this week. I said, okay, we would buy till this point. And now we're at this region. Most likely, we might start seeing a sell-off. But now, this is what I want to see the market do. Something like this. Then sell off. I don't know if that makes sense. If you guys just understood what I said there. So what other analysis would you guys want? What other pair would you guys want me to share my bias on? share what I think, my thoughts on. What other pair would you guys want me to look into? So I'll just want this whole thing to be snappy for most of you guys that want to trade, the news. Personally, I'm not trading the news. Okay. USDAUD. Okay. Sorry. USDAUD. Okay, USDAUD. Okay. So for me, in this market, sorry about the account, Susan. Sorry about your account, you believe. Sorry. Okay. Just have this at the back of your mind. The first spike is always fake out. It's always fake out. So yeah, USDAUD. I've not traded this thing before. Never. I've not traded this particular pair. But let's see. This is looking bullish. This is looking bullish. Now, if we want to use trend line, I don't really use trend line as my confluence, as my major confluence to taking a trade or before I take a trade, right? But if we look at it, let's say we've drawn our trend line now. We've seen that this thing is bullish. This is on the weekly. Now, I like analyzing this market from the weekly to the daily to the 4 hours, 30 minutes, 15 minutes for entry or 5 minutes for entry, depending on what the market is presenting to me as at that point. As at that point, no problem. You're welcome, Susan. So now what I expect at this point, right? I want to see, since we're bullish, we can see liquidity below, we can see liquidity above. Now, how will I say we should trade this? Personally, I would say we should chill on this USD AUD, right? Reason because the news might manipulate it. It is USD AUD. Somebody requested for this that I should analyze it actually. That's why I'm analyzing it. So, well, if you have a pair you want me to analyze for you, you can put it in the chat box. So back to what I was saying. USD AUD is bullish on both. I mean, it's bullish, but has liquidity on both sides at the top and below. At this point, I would say you should not trade this market right now because this is not giving us a clear direction. This is not giving us a very clear direction. It's looking more bullish, but now the news might, I don't know, might have to spike it down, right? Before the news might have to spike it down before it continues buying. Now we look at this point like this. Let's start from here. Let's see. On this region, on this area like this, we'd see the market just took out liquidity below. We'd see that the market took out liquidity below. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to fix this audio. Now we'll see that the market took out liquidity from this side. This will be sell side liquidity that was taken. So the market has taken the sell side liquidity and it continued moving, giving us a double bottom. Now, when you see a double bottom, in most cases, it simply means reversal. This is a double bottom. This is a double bottom. This is a double bottom. It simply means the market is trying to reverse. Now, after giving us a double bottom, oh my. After giving us a double bottom, now it went up and is about to still come back down. Now, price might just have to come back down to this region. So we might be seeing something like this. I've been having problem with my Nigerian card to fix this trading view. I don't know why, but if you have a means of me trying renewing this thing, please just help me in my DM, please. So back to what I was saying. So we might see price come back to this region, go back up, or probably give us something like this. This is for USDAUD. We might see something like this. Then continue to spike up. Now this is we'll see accumulation here, then redistribution. You get this is the impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse. So this is what we might be seeing on this USDAUD. This is what we might be seeing on this USDAUD. If we scale it down, this is on the daily time frame. Now let's still scale it down. Let's say probably 15 minutes. Let's see what the market is saying on 15 minutes. Now 15 minutes is showing bearish, like I said. So at this point, we'll see that the market already now like this, the market has given us a change of character. Why is it a change of character, in my opinion? A change of character, meaning it was bullish. It was bullish. And now it has changed character to become bearish. It's now becoming bearish. Price went up, came down, went up, came down, went up, came back down. He refused to break this high. Now, when trading, to be sure of the direction of the market, when you have either two higher highs and two lows, that market, that direction, the trend is valid. So now price has refused to break this high. Now it got to this point, rejected, meaning it has created a high, created a low, lower high, lower low. Now what are we looking out for? Another lower high, lower low. I don't know if this is making sense. Now this is structure. This is why I always talk about structure, liquidity. Understand these two principles in trading and your trading would actually improve. So this is what we're expecting. Now, this is a change of character where you see the market change pattern from bullish sentiment to bearish. From bullish sentiment to bearish. Now, overall, we are bullish, but right now we're trying to sweep out liquidity. So on the lower time frame, it's not bad if you start taking a sell, but overall, we are bullish. Right? That's my take on USDAUD. So if you have another pair you want me to look out for, just feel free. Feel free to just put it in the chat box. So I would, even if you have crypto, okay, fine. You're welcome, Blinks. So even if it's crypto analysis you want, whatever analysis, whatever, just bring it on. Bring it on. So I expect the market for this pair again to come to this region. So if you're trading it for blinks, if you're trading this pair, just watch out for this region. Okay. I really don't know. A lot of people have been saying they find it difficult to message me on Telegram. I really don't know, but or you can reach me on either Instagram at Prince_Echo 2 on Instagram. That's for Instagram. You can reach me on Instagram at Prince_Echo 2 or on Twitter at Prince_Echo 2. So you can just feel free, message me at any time. Once I'm available, I'll reply your messages. So what other pair would we want to look out or watch out for? Let me see. We have NFP in like, I want to see if we would actually trade. Okay. How do we, how do we how do we identify these fake outs? And stop falling victim. Sorry, I'm laughing, guys, man. I'm also asking if there's any specific time. Susan, how do you mean specific time? Okay. Can we see NU? Okay, NU. Okay, let's see. NU quickly. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Okay, so NU. Okay, okay, okay. Best thing, let me answer this question quickly. How to stop being falling victim for fake outs. When you don't see a clear direction, avoid the market. Simple. When you don't see a clear direction, avoid the market. You get, because most times we tend to just FOMO into a trade. Then you know that this thing, you're not seeing any direction, but you just want to make money. And boom, you get stuck in fact, you get trapped in most cases and you lose your money. So when you don't see a clear direction in the market, avoid that market. Just avoid it. So NU rather, what do I expect here? We've been bearish. We've been bearish. We've been bearish. I've not even looked at this chart very well. We've been very bearish on. Okay, now specific time. This about trading. Specific time about trading. It depends on you when you're comfortable. Most times I trade round the clock, and that's because I have some mentees and I have some people that actually trade their time frame or their time zone rather is around that time. Let's say midnight or around Australian time and all. Okay, NFP in 8 minutes. Oh yeah, okay, 6 minutes actually. 6 minutes actually. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we'll trade live. Let's see if we'll trade live. Let's see if we'll trade live. Let me quickly rush this guy. Let me see if we'll trade live. Should I go live on Instagram and trade it? Okay. On NU, we are seeing more of the sell. Any buy we'll see right now is just giving us a high before it spikes down, in my opinion. Any high we're seeing right now will just go up and spike down. Let me scale it down to okay. Let me scale it down to this, to this, to this, to this, to this, to this, to this. Comment, please. Let me see. So for this NU, we'll just be seeing more of a bullish move. From what I'm seeing from the lower time frame, we'll see a bullish. I want to clear this chart so I'll see things clearly. We'll see a bullish move. We'll just have like 5 minutes more before I'll end this live session. So I'll go on Instagram to see if I will go live and trade live rather. So I want to see more bullish moves. Okay, this is giving me an interesting part. Sorry, guys. Hello? Yeah. Yes. Okay, let me call them. Let me call them. So I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry. I'm actually expecting someone. So this is actually giving me this is an interesting trade because we're seeing liquidity at this point. We're seeing liquidity here, but the liquidity more is at the bottom. Liquidity is at the bottom more. So from what I'm seeing here, we might push up a little bit, then still tank to this region. To this region, actually. NFP. I'm having lots of messages saying I should come live on Instagram. But okay, what do we trade for NFP? Should we trade NFP? What's your opinion? Should we trade NFP, guys? Hello? Yeah, I want to call them. I'm calling them at the gate. Yeah, hello. Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, so what should we trade for NFP? Let me see. Here's my entry. Okay. Okay. Let's try NFP with a low risk for us to. Okay. Okay. So I'll have to. We have just 5 minutes here. Let's just probably take so everybody will benefit, not just people, because most people are just complaining that they can't access Zoom. So I don't know if we can just migrate to Instagram. So we'll trade live on Instagram. Hope you guys don't mind. I just want everybody to actually benefit from it. Hope you guys don't mind. I'm sorry for tossing you guys from here to the other side. I just want everybody to benefit if we will trade live today. Hope you guys don't mind, please. You guys can actually unmute your. Thank you. So let's go to Instagram, please. So I will go live, and because a lot of people are complaining that they can't access Zoom. So guys, let's quickly just before NFP. I'm waiting for you guys there though. Thank you guys.